Hello drama lovers, don't forget to like and subscribe. Breaking news. What if two of Asia's most beloved stars were secretly reunited under the cover of night? Yang and Dilraba Dilmurat, once inseparable on screen and forever etched in fans' hearts, are now at the center of a storm. Mysterious photos, cryptic messages, hidden encounters. Are these just coincidences, or is fate writing its sequel tonight? We uncover the story that has millions holding their breath. The whispers began softly, almost like a rumor no one dared to believe. Yang and Dilraba. Two names that, when spoken together, still ignite a spark among fans around the world. Their chemistry in You Are My Glory was so powerful, so magnetic, that many believed the line between fiction and reality had blurred. For months, no, years, people wondered, did something more exist behind the camera? And then, silence. The drama ended, the press tours wrapped, and like so many beloved pairings, Yang and Dilraba drifted apart, at least publicly. Their careers soared in different directions. Yang became the stoic, charismatic figure, stepping into new roles that showcased his versatility. Dilraba, meanwhile, reigned as one of the most celebrated actresses in China, dazzling audiences with her elegance and unmatched star power. But destiny has a way of weaving its own stories. Recently, eagle-eyed fans noticed something strange, a blurred photo circulating online. At first glance, it looked ordinary: two figures walking side by side, faces hidden under masks and caps. But when zoomed in, the outline of the man, his tall frame, his posture, it looked strikingly familiar. And the woman, the flowing hair, the grace of her stride, fans gasped. Could it be Dilraba? Social media erupted. Yang Dilraba reunion and glory couple returns trended within hours. Some dismissed it as delusion, fan over-analysis. But others weren't so sure. Because this wasn't the only clue. Days earlier, Dilraba had posted a cryptic caption on her Weibo: "Some stars shine brighter when they're not alone." Simple words, yes, but paired with a late-night cityscape, it felt like more than coincidence. At the same time, Yang shared a photo on his own account, the same skyline, from a slightly different angle. Coincidence maybe. But for fans who have spent years reading between the lines, it felt like fate whispering again. And this is where the story twists deeper. In an industry as scrutinized as Chinese entertainment, where every move is monitored, why would Yang and Dilraba risk suspicion? Why now, after years of silence, are they suddenly leaving breadcrumbs unless they want to be found? But what truly fuels the fire isn't just what's seen, it's what remains hidden in the shadows. And that's where this mystery begins to feel less like gossip, and more like destiny resurfacing. To understand why this possible reunion matters so deeply, we need to go back. When You Are My Glory aired, it wasn't just another romantic drama. It was a cultural phenomenon. Fans across Asia and beyond binge-watched every episode, captivated by the tender, authentic connection between Yang and Dilraba. They weren't acting, many said. They were living it. Behind the scenes, footage revealed small gestures that couldn't be scripted: Yang holding back a smile when Dilraba laughed, or the way her eyes softened whenever she looked at him. It was subtle, unspoken, and yet more powerful than 1,000 words. When the drama ended, hearts broke. Fans begged for another project, another chance to see them together. But the industry can be cruel in its silence. Yang moved on to Fireworks of My Heart, Dilraba to The Blue Whisper. Their careers flourished, but together, nothing. Which is why these new clues cut so deep. Imagine two people who once set the world on fire, only to vanish from each other's orbits, now possibly finding their way back, quietly, against all odds. To fans, it feels almost poetic. Because isn't that what true connection is, something you can't bury, no matter how much time passes, and the coincidences don't stop there. At a recent brand event, Dilraba wore a bracelet fans swear they'd seen Yang wear before. At another, Yang was spotted with a phone case that matched one Dilraba had been photographed with months earlier. Small details, yes. But in fandom culture, nothing is small. Every thread is part of a bigger tapestry. So the question is, are Yang and Dilraba playing a game of subtle signals with their fans, or are we witnessing something private, something personal, that was never meant for the public eye? Because if these signs are true, then the story of Yang and Dilraba isn't just about two celebrities, it's about fate rewriting its script in front of our eyes. Let us look deeper into the human side of the story. Yang has always been described as reserved, careful with his image, protective of his personal life. Dilraba, too, knows the weight of being constantly watched, every move dissected, every smile analyzed. For two people carrying that much pressure, privacy isn't just a choice. It's survival. And yet, what if love, or even just an unshakable bond, demands to break through that silence? Fans often forget that behind the polished interviews and red carpet smiles are two people with hearts, vulnerabilities, and desires. If Yang and Dilraba truly did meet again, it wouldn't just be scandal. It would be a quiet rebellion. A choice to honor something real, no matter how hidden. But here lies the heartbreak. In the entertainment world, love stories rarely belong to the people living them. They belong to the audience, who demand answers, proof, and endless speculation. If this reunion is true, can it survive under the weight of so many eyes still? Hope is a powerful thing. Fans want to believe. They need to believe, because the idea of Yang and Dilraba reuniting isn't just about them, it's about the promise that love, no matter how distant, can circle back. And that's why the story refuses to fade. So maybe the real question isn't whether Yang and Dilraba secretly reunited, but whether fate ever truly let them part. In the end, whether these clues are real or imagined, one truth remains: Yang and Dilraba have already left an unshakable mark on millions of hearts.